Okay, cool. Well, I've got fucking loads of stuff to chat about.
I don't have anything prepared, so I'm just gonna go with it.
Fine, dude.
Can I start with though something very unrelated to whatever the fuck you want to talk about?
We can, as long as you then allow me my opportunity to do the same thing.
Deal.
I want to tell you a secret.
Have you seen? Oh, okay, that sounds exciting. Mine's not
It's
that
not
exciting.
exciting, but
Have you seen this Apple Vision Pro thing?
What, that everyone's wearing them fucking everywhere.
What is all that about?
Why? I don't understand. Am I a mug? Why? Sorry, I've smacked the mic already.
I already have been in VR quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't get it, man. Everyone's raving like it's brand new. But notice how Apple, they don't call it augmented reality, which is what it is. You're taking reality, what you already see, and you're augmenting it. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? I don't get it because they call it spatial computing. No, bro, call it what it is, man. But this is the thing, is that Apple are so good at marketing.
Yeah.
They just nail it every
they're
time.
Undeniable. They're undeniable.
And it's like stuff that's been around for a long time, and they're like, no, we're doing it. But they're clean with it. They're clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just didn't know if you'd seen it, because I know you're not a techie.
No, I'm not. But yeah, I saw all of this. Like, people would. I just don't understand. It goes so far over my head. Like, I'm not even in focus.
Would you give one a go?
Yeah, for sure. But I don't want to. Why would I walk around in real life with them on? What do I not get about it?
I don't know.
What do I not understand about it? I don't get it.
It's just okay. They're kind of living the dream, right? At Apple are, because the whole idea is like the longer you look at your phone, the more they can advertise to you.
Yeah.
Right. But imagine your phone is attached to the front of your face, like in your retinas.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Nah.
No.
I want to.
Mate, you don't answer your phone at the best time. I tried calling you like 3 times earlier. Did you answer?
No, I didn't. My phone is never on loud, vibrate, nothing.
No,
So-
mine's not, but it's usually within like eyeball of
Yeah.
me. So like if something, I don't know why, but I always get that feeling like the one time I don't look at my phone for a while, something bad's gonna happen. I get like this weird feeling.
Yeah, I will admit, I feel like I've been worse for it recently, but no, I try very hard my phone's in my pocket.
Yeah.
Again, it's completely on silent.
Yeah.
No one's going to interrupt me unless I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah.
But then of an evening, I've tried to do this thing as well, where what I do is I put the phone, the phone's actually away from me. And if it's not away from me, it's flipped over, so I'm not seeing when WhatsApp comes up, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Because I'm genuinely trying to get better sleep. I'm trying to not... ultimately, my phone is a tool, phenomenal, but I own it. Not the other way around.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just leave it to one side. And
I was at a bit leaving my phone like in the other room on charge.
Yeah.
Right. But I use it as my alarm.
Right.
So, but maybe I might just go back to it and just do like, I won't say it because it'll trigger everyone's thing. You know, the Amazon thing that everyone's got in their house.
so
when you say
funny.
it.
Mate, that's so considerate. I would never not think of calling it Alexa.
Dude, what are you doing? My fucking Alexa's going to go off now, you dick. It's over there. Nothing. Don't worry. Cool.
Go on, robot. Tell him off.
No, because I've watched YouTube videos like out loud where they're like, oh my God, you could say, and you say it. And then my shit starts going off. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Mate, they've got a way
it's
to
like,
get
play Dancing Queen. Great. Now I'm playing Dancing Queen in my house. Yeah, great.
Mate, it's a good fucking song.
It is
in
a good
fairness.
song. Anyway,
yeah.
welcome.
Welcome, episode... What
9.
Episode 9.
Oh my God, we're quick
9.
coming out. Technically, this is episode 10, but don't count the pilot, so it's episode 9.
We did an episode 0.
Yeah.
I forget about the episode 0, actually. I'll have to go back and watch it, because, by the way, you don't have to watch these in any order. I just don't understand.
Here he goes again,
I
man.
just don't understand why you wouldn't watch them in
Every
order.
time.
So, if you're new to Sour Cherries podcast, my name is Manny Martinez. The handsome devil to my left is Benjamin John Mark Daniels.
That
yes,
is my name.
He has that many fucking names. You can add William and Bethany to the end if you would like.
Do you know what I found out about your name earlier?
What?
Your name is Manny, right? That's also...
It's a nickname.
That's also
Yeah.
the name of a male nanny.
Yeah, Manny. Yeah. Is that funny?
I don't know, that's funny to me.
That's funny.
I just thought about it earlier. I was like, oh.
I'd make a great male nanny, by the way.
Would you? Well, like a living one. Would you do it like whole hog?
Oh, I mean,
obviously not in your situation currently, but like...
It's a bit weird, I guess, if you were living with a family. But
Yeah.
no,
some
I'm great with
nannies
kids.
maybe do that though.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I totally, it makes sense. But no, I don't know if I'd give up all my freedom in that way, I guess. But yeah, the only thing, by the way, that I wanted to, and before I finish my thought, the point is that, okay, we're on episode 9. You don't have to watch them in any order, but if you... If you're just it was bugging me, man. I've not said it. You can go back and watch. Like you can watch 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. They're all on Spotify. Do us a favor.
Now, look, guys, this is totally out of the blue that I'm dropping this on him before he gives me a secret. So I've been thinking about this exclusive to Spotify thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's doing more harm than good because some people don't have Spotify.
True.
And I feel like we're maybe missing out on like YouTube algorithm.
Haven't thought about it.
Could we do we just say, right, it's on Spotify and YouTube, or?
I mean, I don't feel so strongly that it's a Spotify exclusive. I don't feel so strongly about it.
No.
But yeah, mate, I'm all up for YouTube.
I
love YouTube.
It's only because I'm
on YouTube all the fucking time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it would work. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm listening to Spotify all the time as well. But
I think it's just because in my head I was like, I want to direct people to just one place because it's easier. But really, every place is easier. Because then you're going to maximise the...
I'm up for it.
Anyway, that's my marketing head. Tell me your secret because I'm about to burst.
I've got no pants on.
Okay. Was that actually your secret?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Manny.
What?
For the last however many years that I've known this dude, is like he will just rock up and pants or no pants, he's telling you. More so when he's not got any pants on. But he's just so proud of the fact that he doesn't have any pants on.
I feel so free.
And let me tell you... Yeah, you might feel free, but your cock and balls are rubbing up against that denim. Yep. And bro, I'll tell you, are you into the business of recycling?
Well, yeah. I can't say I'm not.
Your cock and balls going to be rubbing up against the denim, and then...
Well, I clean them. What are we talking about?
I don't know, man. It's just a weird thing, dude. Like, I don't know.
So you don't go commando?
No, man.
No,
because I don't like it just dangling around in there. Like, I'm worried, like, what if I sit on a bollock? Or also, guys, I am circumcised. Let me just put that out there right now. So it is.
Did you do that?
So it is much more weird for me to go commando. Like rubbing up against abrasive. You've got like an outer protective shell.
Ben, what you don't realise, what you've just done is you've told everyone that you're not circumcised, but then told everyone that. Sorry.
Oh,
now everyone knows that I'm not circumcised.
I was like, I don't care if people know. Do you want me to cut that out?
No, I don't give a fuck.
This is going in.
Mate, I didn't even think about that. That's a really good reason to not go commando.
I'm telling you.
You're getting stuff right up your... That's so...
Yeah, you know, like when you take off your jacket after a long day and you got belly button fluff in your
I can't take my jacket off.
Not that jacket.
My fleshy jacket.
I mean, like, you know, when you get belly button fluff. What if I get side fluff? Do you know what I mean? I'm fucking crying. I'm 5 minutes into this.
I did not anticipate that.
But the thing is, right, is I remember being at school and there was this kid who was also circumcised and he was like...
What, you had a club, like an after-school club?
No, because hear me out. The reason I don't care about people knowing is because when I was in school, this kid got bullied because someone found out that he was circumcised. And from that moment on, I was like, no, I'm gonna start telling people that I am because then it's less of a weird thing. Mate, it was a thing for kids, I guess. But
look, you know, but if you're listening outside of the UK. In the UK, I don't think it's common. I'll just put it that way. I don't think it's common to be circumcised. But in other areas of the world, my understanding is it's very common. It's just part of a...
It's weird if you're not, right?
Yeah, it's like a child healthcare thing, just circumcised.
Yeah.
I've talked about this openly, that I would get circumcised. Yeah. I don't have any...
If there was any benefit.
Exactly. No worries. But but the reason I wanted to tell you is not because I wanted to disclose that I have or have not got foreskin. But yeah, I like it. I like it. But let me ask you then. So when you get home from work,
do I?
Do you miss your foreskin?
Yeah, and I've got it in a jar. Okay, no, go on.
So when you get home from work, like, do you put like tracksuit bottoms on or like shorts?
Yeah, like
or
trackies.
whatever?
Yeah, and I
So
wear
do you
pants
have-
with them.
You have pants on all the time.
Yeah, man. I don't even like sleeping naked, man.
So you don't. So you sleep with pants on.
Yeah, I sleep with pants
Wow.
on. I don't
Nah.
like sleeping naked. Only rare occasions where I sleep naked.
Are you worried about bed bugs going into your anus
Yeah.
or into your?
I'm worried about them seeping out.
You trying to keep them in?
escaping. They're my bed bugs.
No, I you know,
You sleep naked.
it can be -3 and I can't wear clothes.
I've
in
got to
bed.
wipe my eyes because I've been
Mate,
crying.
so funny. But I would get what I do is I get into bed with like if I've got shorts, a t-shirt, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
and then once you're warmed up, you take them off.
exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same with socks. Like my feet get so fucking cold, I'll go to bed with socks on, and then when they're warm,
Yeah. Wake up
I
sweaty
feel
or no?
no. Well, unless it's fucking 20 degrees.
Yeah. Some people
in the
they
evening.
just go to sleep and they could be cold. It could be cold outside. It could be cold on the covers. But then they wake up at like 4, 5 a.m. They're just sweaty.
No, I'm not sweaty sort of by nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as I say, in the summer, yeah, it gets really hot. Are you asleep with the window open, or you like a fan in the summer, or what do you need?
Window open. You know me. I run quite cold.
Yeah.
So I like unless it's super duper hot, then I'm good.
I hear people say that they will sleep with a fan on like now. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
the
it's
noise,
the noise.
they
I
need
think.
rather than-
Yeah.
But I couldn't do that. That's mad. When I was young, I had a ceiling fan in my room, and
Make a difference or no?
Well, this is the honest truth. It stressed me out because, you know, like have you seen them where they've got like 3 speeds?
Oh yeah.
When you turn it on, it goes to like I think, if I'm not misremembering, it went to like the
quickest one.
Yes,
Yeah.
first. This thing is shaking. wobbling the damn
Yeah,
ceiling.
that's the thing.
And
I
was
always
like,
just see a wobbly ceiling
and
fans.
I remember
Never like
being
good ones.
really young, like that's gonna fall down, and like then I'm circumcised. Yeah, if that thing falls down.
A funny story. That's how I became.
That's
No,
how
I
you
get
got.
it. I get it. Yeah.
Funny. It was probably one of the several car crashes you were in. I cannot believe I've known you this long. We've done this podcast for what? 9,
Oh yeah, got hit by a car.
9 weeks.
Car crash.
I did not know that you were in so many car accidents. This
No,
is mad.
I wasn't in the car accidents. I've been hit by a car and I've had a car crash. Maybe.
Yeah,
No,
alright,
I've
so
had a couple of
traffic
car-
incidents, I don't
yeah,
know how
yeah.
you
Road
describe it.
traffic accidents.
Yeah,
RTA.
one
yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
sorry.
are we doing today, mate?
Mate, I wanted to talk to you about pet peeves. So this
You.
is yeah, fair enough. No, I think this would be quite funny, but I don't know if we can turn it into sort of like red flags when you're like meeting new people as well. But what I did is I just had a little look. I knew that it's something that me and my wife talk about a lot, like things that bother her about me. Like, you know, when you're
But you're
living...
open about that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
when you're living with someone and they're like sort of...
Do you still do them though?
What?
Like your missus tells
Yeah,
you.
of course. Yeah, because what she thinks is like a pet, like it's totally natural for me to do. Yeah. We're not talking anything gross, but I just thought it was an interesting point of conversation. As I say, I jotted a few down. Do you want me to just start reading them off and you can sort of give me...
come on. Because obviously you've landed this on me, and we did say about pet peeves earlier, but I can't really think of like. You know, when you ask someone, oh, what's your pet peeve? And they have one straight off the bat. Like it bothers them really bad. Like, I don't know, chewing with their mouth full and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people, it's really hard to bother me.
Right.
So,
Mate, that's good. Good for you.
So pet peeves.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you're probably going to reel some off. I go, oh, that fucks me
Well,
off.
I think this will be interesting because I want to know sort of if any of these really, really rattle you.
I've thought of one already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go on.
And I think we'll probably get into some interesting conversation. But you've already mentioned one that is one of my biggest pet peeves is people that chew with their mouth open. I think it's childish. I can't deal with it. I hate it when they're trying to speak as well.
Yeah,
and all I'm
talking
hearing
with
is
your mouth full. Yeah. The noise of
Like-
masticating is abrasive.
It's
not
so
nice.
offensive to your ears, and I can't skirt round it.
Like if you were having a nice conversation with someone and they put food in their mouth and then started talking, your attention is immediately like, dung, you're talking with your mouth full.
But I think I'm so conscious of it from my point of view. If I've got food in my mouth and I'm Yeah, you know, and I'm in a conversation with somebody. I'm more likely to sort of cover my mouth a wee bit,
100%.
just so they can't see me chew. But I'm really, really conscious of it. I can hear it. Like if I'm in a restaurant, I can hear it on the other table. There's something about the frequency. It just catches my ear, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, man.
Usually there's like, so if someone, I hate when someone asks you a question as you put food into your mouth.
Oh yeah,
What are you doing? Like
that's
now
not
I've got no
considerate.
choice because I have to cover my mouth and go, well,
Yeah,
and then finish my mouthful. And I purposely do it. I make them wait. It's like, I'm not going to talk to you when my mouthful. You just asked me.
yeah.
Uh,
I just feel like it's something that we were taught from like a young age.
Yeah.
Like, don't speak with your mouth.
That's
full.
manners, right?
And close your mouth when you're eating.
I mean, I'm quite a salivary person anyway. So like when I'm talking and I really get in the groove, sometimes
oh yeah,
you know spit goes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
But I would much rather that happen to me, like just a bit of spit,
Yeah.
than a bit of food that's been chewed in someone's
Yeah.
mouth. Bro. I'm not about that.
So there's a few that branch off of this, and you've already mentioned another one that I can't stand, which is slurping.
Like,
Yeah, that's exactly it. Nobody at home needed you to do the fucking noise, bro. This is going to trigger so many people this episode.
don't
Don't
worry,
do it.
mate. I got you. ASMR session. Here we go. I nearly choked on my drink.
Failed the slurp. Mate, you could have died on this
Okay,
podcast.
hold on.
Oh, stupid. It's fucking...
What did that add to me drinking?
It's
Look,
dumb.
let me do it without.
Wonderful.
No difference.
Mate,
My experience was no better going. In fact, I had to inhale air.
it's so strange to me that grown people are still... Because you mentioned there, I don't want to be inconsiderate, or maybe, whatever.
Being considerate.
Well, no, I just... So some people, as you said, are a bit salivary. And you can see it when they're talking and
me.
things like that. Yeah, right? But if you're a grown person and you're literally in the day going... Like that. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And slurping, I'm guilty of it if so you know that I'm a big coffee drinker. I drink coffee all day. If
Yeah.
it's a bit hotter than
like someone go.
yeah, if it's a
slurping
bit
with it.
hotter than
Oh, pardon me. What about that?
mate, burping in why do people do that?
Now,
why would
listen.
you burp in public?
Now listen, I get both sides.
No.
Like, don't let out a big burp, but also sometimes they just creep up on me. I'm a
Fine.
very burpy person. Like,
Okay.
and I don't know why. I'm a very gassy person.
You're just gaseous.
I'm just gaseous clay.
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I don't know why.
Oh,
Everyone's
mate, I
like,
don't-
why do you burp so much? Why do you fart so much?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I've got a gift. And
Some
I'll
sort of
share it
gift
with you.
in my small intestine.
Yeah.
Um,
And I like sending you fart voice notes. You
I
know,
get them
share-
all the fucking time, bro.
What, just from me?
But
Anyone
yeah.
else?
Oh, no, literally just you.
Oh, man, that's such a shame.
Here's another one that I've literally just done. I'm guilty of this. I overuse like bro. In the,
Filler words. I'm like,
it's
dude,
dreadful.
bro, man.
Do you feel like doing this podcast and listening to yourself back, you are hearing the likes, bruh?
I have to, when I'm editing the podcast, going
Yeah.
through, switching the camera angles,
Yeah.
I have to watch it on 2 times speed because I swear to God, it hurts my head.
We need to get better at it. We will get better at it. We're still quite used to this.
I just watch it and I'm like, what point am I making here? I clearly have an idea.
Yeah.
And I go, I've got to get this idea out. So I'm sitting there going, I'm waiting for Manny to finish his sentence. And then I come in and I just go, yeah, because like, you know when like you've got, you do and you like, and I'm going, what am I even saying there,
I
dude?
know.
What am I chatting shit?
But the more we do this, the better we'll get at putting that
Definitely.
to one side and getting the real conversation out there.
The real
But-
nitty gritty.
But the point is that we've never done this before. We're just sat having a wee chat about things that
Two
we find
people
interesting.
having a
and
convo.
there's just happens to be cameras and mics there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to circle back, there's a lot of ones around a dinner table, and when it comes to food, I think people can get a bit pickety about certain things. But another one that someone has put to me, because I'm guilty of doing this, is if I'm eating off a fork and I put the fork in my mouth, I seem to do this thing where as I remove the fork from my mouth, my teeth sort of slide.
I knew that was what
Yeah.
you were going for, but I didn't know.
Shall I get a fork and do it?
No.
I won't do it on the mic. I won't do it on the mic. But I didn't realise that I was doing this. And then I immediately realised that, that must be so annoying for someone to hear.
I can't even think about you doing that, by the way, because it makes my ears go funny.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing. I think the visual cue of it as well makes people go...
What other things, like when you got nails on a chalkboard?
Why did you just gag?
Because
saying
it's not nice.
That's not.
Are there any other things that, in terms of like pet peeves, that make you like
Yeah.
recoil? Is that the word?
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, isn't it? I do know exactly what you're trying to describe. The one for me, and this is so silly, I don't know if anybody else gets this. If I see someone pick up an iceberg lettuce, what are you doing? No, don't do it. I go so strange.
Why is that?
I feel like my insides try to get to my outsides.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's the waxy nature of it, and I think of the waxy nature of it. And I go weird.
My mum and my sister, they don't like, so cardboard is a weird one, like they're touching cardboard.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is cotton balls.
Oh, cotton balls.
That really gets them bad. So I like winding them up with that one.
Chalk on a chalkboard. Nails
It's
on a
not the chalk,
chalkboard.
it's the nails on the chalkboard.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, but there is. I understand that I'm in the minority there. That my touching of the iceberg lettuce thing is just weird. But
Yeah.
what about you? Was there any other that got you? Cardboard, I don't understand. I must touch too much cardboard for that to be a bother for me.
Same. Okay, I do have one.
Yeah.
Now, I dated someone like when I was like 17, 18, and she had this thing where brushing her teeth or seeing other people brush their teeth, she couldn't watch it. And I used to laugh at her all the time. I used to say, unlucky. Like, I used to do that in front of her.
Yeah.
Well, karma.
Karma.
Because now, like, I have to use an electric toothbrush.
Right.
Because if I see someone else brushing their teeth...
You mean like manually brushing their teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I
having
see
an allergic
someone else-
reaction.
If I
You
see
need a
someone
Benadryl,
else
Ben.
brushing their teeth, no, man, that's not it.
It is strange. It
Is
is
it?
weird. But I don't know how to describe that feeling. I literally
Yeah,
just
it
go...
is like...
Yeah, it's like...
wants to come out. Yeah.
Oh.
And you know me, man, I gag all the time.
You
Not
are
like
a bit
that.
gaggy as well, yeah.
Like, yeah. It's just weird. I got like a dripping. That's why I keep going. Like, that's another thing. Watching the podcast back, I hope no one's got the pet peeve of clearing their throat.
Oh, that is a big pet peeve. Yeah, a popular.
Because I'm like...
Not
all the time, I have to lean away from the mic going...
Yeah.
But that's why I don't eat before these podcasts.
Yeah.
Because it makes it worse. Like, I'll finish this podcast, pack down, then make some food. But if I ate before, you'd know about it. Because I'll be going... Anything that triggers that, bro, is the worst ones. Pizza,
Yeah.
spicy food.
Spicy food, yeah.
Anything like that is
that
going to
makes
make me
sense.
like want to clear my throat for like a good hour
Yeah.
after.
There's got to be
Constantly.
got to be something happening internally that's
Yeah.
just making it. But that's fine. But but yes, it was on the list when I was looking them up
Peeves.
of pretty common pet
Is it
peeves.
clearing their throat.
You mentioned
God
about
damn it.
sort of exes there. Can I just throw this one? So I don't know how I feel about this one, but a pet peeve being when someone is a little bit too close to their ex.
That's not really a pet peeve.
Maybe not
It's
a pet peeve, maybe a bit of a red flag one. If we're moving to red flags.
I think what that is that a lot of people have been burnt before.
Yeah.
There's probably more public cases, or like you hear a lot of like, oh my God, it turns out he was sleeping with his ex all the time, or she was sleeping with her ex all the time. And you don't hear of like, no. You don't hear the good stories of like, no, I've met their ex, really nice person. So I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I think now we're a bit older.
Yeah.
I don't see much of a...
No, when you're younger, it's a bit of a.
It
bit
feels
of a weird
more
one, yeah.
standoffish, and
Yeah.
things. And yeah, listen, like we've all been in situations we'd rather not have been in. But I don't know. I don't
Just be
think
an adult about it, man.
that's the thing.
Like,
Like,
you're not gonna. I don't know, go out of your way to like be really, really good friends with them.
but
equally-
imagine if you're if you're with somebody and they worked with their ex, they're like a business partner or they're in the same office block or
Yeah,
whatever,
I mean, you can't help that. I think it comes down to trust, right?
Of course.
I wouldn't. I think the people who see that as a red flag have got it as a red flag for a reason.
Yes, exactly
yeah.
that. Well said. Well said.
And I think if you're that person that has that as a red flag, don't call it a red flag. Call it a boundary.
Yeah.
Just say to someone, look, I'm not really comfortable with you talking with your ex, and come to some sort of compromise where it's like, I'd like to meet that person, or I'd like to say hello, just so it's not like a weird, no, that's my ex, you don't get to, that's when it gets weird.
I think,
so.
I mean, listen, we're not sat here as relationship gurus by any means, but I always do just come down to the fact that, like, if that person has given you no reason to distrust them, don't treat them like they've already soured your trust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Innocent until proven guilty, or something like that, right?
Something like that, I guess. Yeah. But there's loads here, man.
It's not, yeah.
You also mentioned burping in public. What about spitting in public?
Yeah, that's grim.
Why do people
unless
do
you
that?
have to, unless like you see people just spitting for the sake of it, but like if I've got a cold and I've got a boogie, then I'm spitting it out. I'm sorry, I'm not swallowing it, bro.
Because,
That's not going inside
because
me.
you were talking about clearing your throat. If you'd coughed up something a bit tasty, and you see someone in the street like, like you like,
yeah.
Do
it in private, man.
Exactly.
Just check no one's around. Don't just like be on a public mode of transport and just spit on the floor, or like in a busy street and you're spitting on the floor. Just like if I've got a cold and I'm like hocking one up in the car, I'm not gonna like just spit out the car at random. I'll either find a tissue or
you can't with your
no
track
one's around.
With your track record of fucking car accidents, you better not be doing anything like that.
Yeah, true.
You start another one. We've got so many on this freaking list.
Is there really?
I tell you,
the thing is, some people have really bad like red flag things.
Yes.
Right, and I see these on like TikTok all the time where it's like, oh my god, or like icks.
The icks. I don't even want.
There was one where it was like, oh my god, a big red flag or an ick is a guy. This is a woman saying this. A guy, if he carries around change and when he goes to pull out his pocket to pay for something, he drops like a bit of change on the floor, and then it's really embarrassing for him to. It's like he dropped something on the floor. Let the man pick it up. Yeah. What we meant to do? Oh, sorry. Let me just take this change out of my pocket. Oh, I dropped a pound note on the floor. A pound coin on the floor. I've got to leave it.
Yeah, got to leave it
because otherwise it's going to give my partner the ick.
It's an ick.
Yeah.
Having said that, why have you got change? Why? Don't carry change.
Yeah, don't carry
jingle jangle with the change.
Yeah, that's so like a '60s thing, man. Like, oh, my wallet.
What are you doing?
I'm fondling the change in my pocket. The only jingling should be from your car keys. That's it, man. No, ain't no change in your pocket.
Yeah, jingly.
People say, "Oh, I need some change for the car park." No, you don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't. My permit.
Yeah,
app.
Yeah.
What are you
Get
about?
the app.
Get the app.
I don't like the app. It's got my data on it.
Yep.
Yeah. So has the cameras.
Yep, dude. They've got all your data already.
Yeah.
Why are you so angry about it? They've got it all. You're not important. They don't even care.
No.
They've just got it
just
for the
a
sake of
number
having
to them.
Exactly. I think this one might be appropriate to the two of us.
Oh, no. Is this going to offend me?
Well, I get called up on this all the time when I'm at work. Drumming.
Oh.
Drumming on the desk. And
Oh, no.
Not masturbating.
Oh.
Your little face was like, you mean something.
No. Drumming. Yeah.
Drumming and whistling, dude. I'm constantly...
That was pretty good, man.
Mate, that's all I do all freaking day.
Yeah.
And I understand that I'm just the worst. Why do I do that?
I've not been pulled up on it, but I do it all the time. The only person that's ever told me off for it...
I'll stop. Sorry.
The only person that's ever told me off for it... What's the point, man?
That's enough.
Talking of Drake, have you seen his cock?
No.
It was on Twitter.
No way.
Man, he accidentally leaked a video of his knob.
Didn't.
Mate,
It's
it's
AI.
massive.
It's AI.
Mate, it's massive.
Is it really?
Mate, he's packing.
No, that
Anyway.
is computer generated.
Anyway, bit weird going from Drake to what I'm about to say, but
Okay.
my granddad, he doesn't like... he doesn't like Drake's dick. He's
indifferent to it.
He told me off.
circumcised?
I don't... What, Drake?
Yeah.
Or my granddad?
runs in the family. You guys were never born with any. That's so funny.
No, I don't know. It was quite far away. He got the angle right because he was like really far away and he was just slinging it around, man.
Yo, why are you doing that,
What
Jake?
the hell, man?
You're
That's
a grown
crazy.
man, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey, maybe it was meant for someone and it got leaked. You know,
Live
do
and
anyway.
let live, I guess. Whatever.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is the drumming thing,
Right.
right? So I've had people say, I really like it when you do that. And I'm like, why? And they go, oh, because it's like you're being musical. You're outputting your musical and you're like thinking. And I do it when I'm thinking or like when I've come to the end of a thought, I'm like,
yeah.
And I'll like finish my drum.
That's quite nice.
But my granddad told me off when I was a kid because I used to drum on everything and it used to piss him off.
Yeah. It is annoying. It is annoying, especially when you're trying to concentrate, I guess, in a work setting. You've got like an email to fire off or you're trying to make a phone call. I don't try and do it when it's obviously really loud in there, but I have had someone else actually say like, he can't help it. Like taking pity on
Like
me.
it's a tick.
Yeah, I think so.
Some of those are like subconscious, right?
I think so. And you know what I'm like as well. There's always a song or five going round in my head. So I'm constantly like singing under my breath.
Mate, we've done
whistling.
today's jukebox already.
Oh, mate,
What do we have?
we did the Rasmus one.
Oh, yeah, Eminem.
Yeah.
And this is just in the 5 minutes of you arriving.
It's just,
We've
and then
had
you,
plenty
and then
of
you
songs.
went to Small Soldiers. I don't know where that came from.
You know what it'll be?
I was-
It's because there is sounds that sound like part of that song.
Yeah.
And it,
Well, it's got like a marching drum beat.
Yeah.
Has it not? Am I
Yeah,
misremembering? It's like a snare roll in it throughout.
Well, but that's the thing. There will be some weird noise that I'll hear, and I'll go, "Oh, that reminds me of this song," and then that song's in my head.
Yeah.
It can be something really small. The one that's worse, I don't. This isn't even a song. Is almost like a subconscious thing. Is you know the Samsung Android message tone? Do.
Oh, yes.
Every time I hear that, I repeat it back, and then it's stuck in my head.
That's
I'll
the
just be walking
worst.
through the office going, like, because I try,
That would piss me off so quickly.
and I can guarantee you that is
Yeah.
in the same key as what it would play as in your phone. Because
Really?
yeah,
It's just in you.
yeah, oh, yes, the dude.
Yeah, that's okay. So maybe a bit of a pet peeve.
Yeah.
Because again, there's loads with people's mobiles now. This is really interesting.
Yeah, if your phone's on loud, if your phone's on vibrate and you're not near it.
See,
There is
you're
pet
getting-
peeves.
You're getting aggy, mate.
I am
You're
getting aggy.
Irritated.
All right, let me tell you, if someone's got their phone on vibrate or loud and vibrate, and they've left it on the table and it starts ringing, bro, I am not afraid to go over to that and either answer it and say, he's not here, they're not here, or hang it up.
Yeah, you know
Bro,
what?
I don't want to do like I'm trying to have a conversation with you and imagine a phone over there is going,
It's the worst. If you've got it on like a table and like the table is like rattling, like it's horrible. I'm like, I'm on this table as well. I love it when when did it happen in like on Netflix shows, in movies, where instead of ringtones, all you've got is that.
yeah, because it invokes something within us.
But it's so funny how they've clocked it. No one has a ringtone anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's all just vibrate, but they do it in the films now.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. So one for me, which we've already sort of touched on with phones, I guess, but the first one, which I think is the most obvious, is when you're talking to someone.
Sorry.
And they are just
I'm so
on their
sorry.
phone.
I'm so
They
sorry.
are just
man.
texting on their phone. They're not listening. Yeah. Yeah.
I said I don't have any pet peeves, and
Hey.
now I'm just coming at you because I do that. No, I don't. I will look at my phone, but I'll never. Well, I'm not going to say never.
Yeah.
But I will rarely sit there and go, yeah, and reply at the same time. I will
Yeah.
look at it, maybe read something just to see if it's of importance, and then put it down.
I think we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
But when I'm really trying to have a chat with my old lady or with whoever, and they're not looking at me, they are looking at their phone, I do want to throw the phone in the bin. I want to find the nearest ocean and just let it.
Do you not think that that's
sink.
more a reflection on how boring you are?
Oh, wow.
I can't help but feel that sometimes.
Well, now
a
I'm
bit.
gonna fucking cry.
Yeah.
You want to make me cry on camera?
Yeah.
Huh? This is what you wanted.
Yeah.
All along.
Actually, that's a pet peeve, crying.
What, crying?
Yeah,
Is
no,
it really?
no, it's not.
People showing
It's not.
emotion.
Yeah. Yeah, loser. No, I'm kidding. You should always show emotion.
Show emotion,
No,
especially-
no. Pet peeve.
Pet peeve.
I'm gonna call him out. What? Lee, Mr. Lee.
Oh, Lee, don't take it
Bro,
personally, mate.
you've been my friend and colleague for such a long time, and I swear I know him inside out, right?
I'm doing what
I will say to him, "Here, Lee," and I will start asking him something, conversing with him, and we sit back to back at work, right?
Right.
So I'll say, "Lee, mate," blah, blah, blah. I'll start something, and then I think, right, I need to turn around, and he's typing, right? And I'm not expecting him to stop, but he goes, "Yeah, what's up, mate?" And then he'll carry on doing what he's doing. I now do not finish what I'm saying. I just go, I sit there and wait.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he does it every time. He'll go, "Sorry, mate, what was you saying?"
Yeah.
Because I see people do it in the office all the time. They start a conversation with him. They have to say it 3 or 4 times. I'm not like that now. I just wait.
Can I put something to you? And I don't want you to get really irate.
Yeah, I will get irate.
You seem really triggered now. I wonder if this episode is triggering everyone at home. All I'm going to say is, in reality, if he's in the middle of a email,
I've interrupted
you've
him.
interrupted him.
So I'm not saying that it necessarily bugs me, but when he says yes and then carries on what he's doing,
right?
Basically say, "You've got my attention." It's like a way to say, "You've got my attention."
Sure,
now.
yeah.
But don't give me false hope.
No, you're gonna cry. You've already cried today. Lee, I tried, mate. I tried there to get you out of that one. I think the thing is you can say, like, just give me 5. You know what I mean? Like,
I always say, "1 sec, mate."
Yeah, exactly.
One sec.
Exactly. Let me finish my thought. Otherwise, you'll never. It's hard in an office environment. I think. I think the pet peeves within an office might be a little bit different with like mates or loved ones that you could like. If you're in like shared spaces and people, because I'm guilty of this, right? I eat at my desk. And I worry sometimes, like food that I might have that might be a bit
smelly.
Yeah. I'm not going to assume that everyone loves the smell of what I'm eating for lunch.
Yeah.
Now I have my window open so there's a bit of ventilation to get it out there. But mate, I've got work. Like I've got to eat.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those. We don't have like a area where I can sit, outside of my office and do it. So something like that is a bit more difficult to manage. But sorry, just before we move away completely from phones, the other one is people taking a phone call on loudspeaker. Why?
What is that?
This?
Tell me.
What?
Why do people go?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, mate.
Literally, there's this for a fucking reason,
mate.
dude.
I'm mad. Like, you answer the call. You put it on loudspeaker. Yes, mate. Yes. Dude, I fucked her so hard.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're in a public setting.
Conversation you having, man.
There's so many conversations.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not having that conversation.
Oh, okay.
I just dislike.
But you see that.
I dislike that. Don't do that. Who's having a conversation like this on loudspeaker?
It's bad enough
Grow
hearing
up.
one part of a conversation, like
It's
in public.
horrible.
If
It's
you're
horrible.
like, I don't know, you're on a train and someone opposite you is on a call, and they're going, "Yeah, so like, really, I don't really on here."
Mate, I'm not kidding. That
I just thought of another one.
Mate, that conversation, literally, like, I heard on a train where the guy is in the thing, goes, "Yeah, mate, yeah. No, dude, I fucked her. Yeah. On a train.
It's like, what have you got to prove, bro?
What
like,
are you
who
doing?
are you impressing?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
If I'm on a train and my phone goes off, I'm probably not going to answer it. I'm going to go,
Yeah, I'll go, "Hello, yeah, I'm just on train at the moment. I'll call you back later."
"Yeah, I'm on a train. Yeah, this is the quietest I've ever been. Yeah, I'm purposely trying to be the quietest I've ever been. Yeah. Okay, love you, bye." I'm like that, man. I'm trying not to be so inconsiderate.
I've got one.
Hit me.
If you call me when you're in the car on hands-free, get out now. Because I tell you, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear you shouting in the mic and you're losing signal and you're just, call me when you're home. Why can't it wait? It's like, "No, I just called you for a chat." Yeah, because you're bored driving. I'm doing something. Leave me alone.
I cannot tell you the amount of times Chloe will ring me when she's driving.
Yeah,
what's
up?
She gets to the point now where she goes, "I know you don't want to talk to me, so I'll go now." And I'm like, "Yes, sweet pea. Yes, go." I don't. Why do we do it? It's like a human condition where, I don't know, we're in the car, you're bored of the radio
Head
or whatever,
empty.
and you're like, "I'm just going to call him." Yeah. No, don't do it.
No.
For whatever reason, it's 2024. We still don't get signal everywhere. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
It's the most agitating, frustrating thing.
And the thing
ever.
is, it's okay for them in the car because they're like, oh, crank it up.
Yeah.
Crank it up. I can hear you fine.
Mad.
What's wrong with that? The other thing,
Go on.
you ever pulled up beside someone when they're using the hands-free in the car and you can hear, it's like mate in the van next door and your fucking chair is shaking from how loud he's having a conversation with someone.
So
it's like
funny.
blaring out the subwoofer.
Every
care,
single
man.
time I drive, I hear someone making a call in the car.
Yeah.
I hear it every single drive. It's so loud.
Get out, man.
It's
Just
mad.
fuck off.
It's mad. You're probably on your way to see them.
Yeah.
Don't ring them.
I can understand if, like, I mean, maybe
Look,
forgiving if you're
emergencies
like, no,
and-
but if you're a work, like if you work for the AA,
Yeah.
then you got to take calls in the car, right?
Right.
But I don't know, man. Have an earpiece.
Yeah.
The mic is closer to your mouth.
What?
The audio is in your ear. Like
Yeah.
you haven't got to worry about you hearing yourself coming back round in a feedback loop.
Mate, do you remember those Bluetooth Tusk things?
Yeah.
They were huge back in the day. Bring them
Bring 'em
back.
back.
Bring them back.
Bring 'em back.
I'm all for it.
Now everyone's
Bring
like
'em back.
AirPods, and it's like, yeah, but the mic is in the ear, not next to your mouth.
Yeah.
Give me AirPods, but give me a mic.
Can we talk about that as well? If you are walking around in town and you've got
Do not talk to me. If I've got them in, do not talk to me.
if you've got like if my headphones are in, I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you to stop me. I'm not going to stop. I'm not. I don't care if it's you. If it's you, if I walk past you in the street by
He would.
no, I would.
Yeah.
But not everyone. I'd be like, no, my headphones are in. Don't talk to me. But
Yeah,
also, why are all these young kids walking around with the fucking earbuds in, but they're clearly having convo? Like,
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? It's like, oh, got to keep one in because I've got one ear in Drake.
Yeah.
One ear in Snake. I don't know. One ear's playing music, they're having a conversation.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when you scroll on like Instagram, TikTok, and it's got like the video that you actually want to watch with the audio,
Yeah.
and underneath it's like, I don't know, Temple Run. You know, like
Yeah.
because of they can't just have the one focus. They've got to have
Yeah.
music blaring in their ear. And dude, there's no need for it.
No, it's
Plus,
strange,
if I'm
isn't it?
listening to music, I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
Both ears. I want the full experience.
I feel like maybe we feel too strongly about music for it, but imagine, like, I can't imagine if I
I
was.
will die on that hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I don't wanna
listen
listen-
to it properly, you fucking idiot.
But why would you? And again, like, if you've got like you're trying to have a chat, that's gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to have a genuine conversation
Yeah,
with you,
yeah.
and I had a fucking
like
earbud
you
in
don't
the entire
have,
time.
like you're not important enough to have a soundtrack to your life.
It's so
Take it
strange.
off. Just turn it off.
Do you think that's? I don't know. People like look at films and see everything to music and think they've got to have everything to
Yeah, I
music
don't
like
know,
a
yeah.
movie. I don't know.
That
I
would
don't
be a
get
cool
it.
idea for an app, though. An app which is aware of your surroundings and could be like, you know, I don't know, you're walking down the street, a fat person walks past, and it just goes, you know, like, I don't know.
Imagine. Yeah, but that's what all these fucking VR cunts are probably.
Yeah, man.
They've got it. They've got
Hey,
it down.
don't drop the C bomb on.
Sorry. Is that the first time I've done that?
That is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you have to beat that out?
Nah.
Sorry.
If we're
everyone.
gonna do the
Sorry,
YouTube
Mum.
thing, if we're gonna do the YouTube thing though, no swearing in like the first 10 minutes because we need to get it. Not that we can monetize
I mean,
anything,
I
but
wonder-
it's just good for algorithm.
So I do wonder sometimes if people are turned off by the swearing because
Yeah.
is that a pet peeve? Is that
Yeah.
a red flag? Someone unnecessarily swearing?
I think if every other word is fuck,
Yeah.
then you clearly need to expand your vocabulary.
All
But
I'll say is that swearing is a part of my vocab. I've
Yeah.
never been too worried about that. The way I talk on this podcast with you is not the way I would address somebody that I don't know, as an example.
Yeah. Oh,
So
for sure.
I let my guard down here. I probably use the C word in times I probably didn't need to. Same for the F word, the S word. I don't want to say them now. And I don't know. Maybe that is something. Maybe it's a bit of a pet peeve. People that swear too much. I always
Should we
thought
put that as the poll?
maybe that's a poll.
Do you mind swearing?
Yeah, I don't want like 9-year-olds swearing at their mums and dads and me and stuff like that. But I'm a
Yeah.
grown adult. If I want to say fuck, I'll say fuck. By the way, there's no. The other thing about swearing,
I know where you're going with this.
well, in certain
Yeah.
circumstances, there's not a better word to use. And the same for the C word. If I'm in the car, right, and someone is behaving like a cunt, you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah,
right? There's
it's
not-
just a bit jarring sometimes because
it is.
yeah.
And that word especially, I know upsets people. And I am sorry, I won't use it anymore. fuck off, will I? But that's the point. Sometimes there's not a better word.
Fuck is
to
such a
use.
good word. Like universally, adjective, noun, verb. Like you got it all.
By the way,
name another word that can do that.
No, there isn't. And in every language, there is the equivalent to fuck that is used in an overused sense, as you said, an adjective, fucking this, a noun, you fuckhead. Like, there's a way that it works for everybody, but everyone gets it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Do you swear at work?
Yes, if I'm in a serious meeting with an international person, I might not. It depends what my relationship, my friendship. Do you
know what the one rule I had? I'll tell you a story after this.
Yeah.
The one rule I have is I'll normally go in and I won't swear, but if the other person swears, game on.
Yeah.
It like unlocks.
But
I'll always be the one that will mirror whatever that person's doing.
So that person has to be brave though, and be like, you're not going to be offended by swear words.
Well, it depends. If it's someone who maybe is like, I don't want to say higher up because I think that's a weird word, but someone who is in more of a senior position. I prefer that word in.
Fine, yeah.
And they're swearing, then I'm like, cool, that's all right. That's just how it is. Otherwise, I'll just swear. I don't care.
But you know what I find even more sort of awkward is when there's like a 50-year-old man in front of me that goes, when the hits the fan.
Yeah.
You can say shit hits the fan, dude.
Yeah,
I'm 32.
it's fine. Yeah.
It's fine. It's only you and me here.
I'm 34 next week.
I was going to ask you about your birthday, dude. I was going to say, we're out of January, everyone. Thank fuck for that. And what that means is that it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
No, I'm not excited. Oh, I am a little bit, actually. So I'm going with work to Sweden. So it is a work trip. But we got like a nice meal out planned on my birthday night, which will be good.
Going to get meatballs? No.
They
eat more than meatballs out there. Of course you are.
Yeah.
You could try one.
Maybe.
I think they're the best out there.
Maybe.
No, don't do that. Anyway.
Okay, so my story.
Hit me.
I went for a job interview once.
Yeah.
For a web development position.
Right.
I was quite young. I was maybe like 18, 19. And I went in. I was dressed up. I knew how to do the job. I saw the position. I knew it. Mm-hmm. And maybe young me was cocky in how I came across. But I've known you to being cocky. But I definitely did not swear. And I'll die on this hill. I will go to my grave with this because I came out of the interview and I thought I've smashed that there. That I met the two directors of the company. Mm-hmm. They were really nice. They tried to throw some curveballs in there, but it was like, again, being cocky. It was easy.
Yeah,
it was like, clearly they'd have some interviewees where like they'd had trouble. Yeah, so they were like throwing some harder questions. I'm right? With you. So I come out. I'm like, cool. So I got the interview through a job agency. So I was waiting for them to call me up. Anyway, the next day I get a call and they're like, "Oh, unfortunately, they've decided not to go with you as the candidate." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Surprised.
Yeah. But it didn't really bother me. But I wanted feedback so that in the next one, if I was being too cocky, I'd like to know, or if I said something weird, cool. So I called back the job agency shortly after, and I said, just out of interest, did you like get any feedback? And they were like, "Oh, it's because you were swearing in the interview." And I was like, I definitely didn't. Because what you would consider a swear word, I'm not going to say them all. The F word, S word, C bomb, but if I'm saying bloody, or
it's a great example.
Bit of a bitch,
damn,
or it's like. I definitely would have used those in the interview because if you're asking me a question, I'd be like, "Yeah, well, if it's a bit of a bloody difficult one, then
pain in the arse.
Pain in the arse. Then I'm going to come to you and talk about it because that's just how I talk. Yeah, I'm not going to be fake for an interview.
Yeah,
I just can't get that, man.
Then imagine working in an environment where you're so nervous to say.
I'm glad I didn't get it.
Yeah, bloody hell.
I'm glad I didn't get it.
Nah, listen,
they missed out.
Yeah, people can be offended. This is another pet peeve.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not.
We're going down a
I'm not a clever person. I don't claim to be a clever person, but, and this is one of them. I can't give offense. You must take offense. And that is a shared reality that we're all in. What offends you might not offend me.
Yeah.
What offends me might not offend you.
There is obviously certain topics that are off limit, of course.
Yep.
However, when we're talking about pet peeves, red flags, all of that sort of stuff, that's on you. That is your pet peeve. And that's how we've described it. They are mine.
Yeah.
And I am aware that it's a pet peeve.
Yeah. If you're a pet peeve red flag when I'm meeting someone new for me is when someone says no offense, but and then just spews what I'm going to consider offense. Now, as I've just said, I have to take offense. They can't give offense.
Yeah.
So it's my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't like how they position themselves for it.
Yeah.
No offense, but means I'm going to say something controversial and you probably won't like it.
Yeah.
Now that's
just don't say it.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Depends on the circumstance. Of course it does. But the way in which you framed it, I mean no offense.
Yeah.
But is to the point now it's so overused in offensive situations.
Yeah.
Don't start like that.
Well, you've
Don't
got the
start like
classics,
that.
like not being racist, but means you're about to say something racist.
Yes.
Like that, it is.
Yeah. So I really, really dislike that about the way people speak. I don't have loads of other ones about speaking, but one thing that I've got to say, because this is maybe my biggest one, I've already mentioned I'm a big coffee drinker. If you call it espresso, I am going to slit your throat.
Right. Espresso. Pacific.
Pacific?
Yeah. You know.
You really have a Pacific and not specific?
Yeah.
Wow.
People say that.
Wow.
People say, oh, yeah, if you're going to be Pacific about it.
No.
Yeah.
Specific.
Specific and the Pacific
Wow.
Ocean. There's
Amazing.
loads like that.
So I'm not going to get too... I'm a pretty wordy person.
Yeah.
And at times I get words wrong. I'm a human being and I can...
I've watched these back and I get them wrong all the time.
Exactly. So I don't want to be too mean about it. But do you think it's called espresso with an X?
Yeah, I mean, just read it. Espresso. I don't even drink coffee and I know it's espresso. And I know that it's the small one, isn't it? Espresso.
It
Because
is.
espresso is like quick, small, short.
And that's the other thing as well, man. When you go to some of these places and I've asked for an espresso and I have to wait more than 5 minutes, you've missed the fucking point. But I don't know if people think it's called an espresso. It's not called an espresso. It's an espresso.
Do you know how pompous we sound?
Yeah.
We sound so pompous.
I don't give a fuck.
No, neither do I.
I
neither
am
do I.
pompous.
Oh,
But
also,
some of these are really interesting.
Once you hit over 30,
Yeah.
you're allowed. You're allowed. You've lived long enough to be like, that fucks me off. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
You
in
know,
a
like-
safe space. We can talk about things.
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Are we? Guys, are
Maybe.
we? Let us know.
Because another one that I think, I don't know if you're guilty of it, but I'm real guilty of it, is cracking my knuckles.
Some
Some
I can
people...
only crack one.
You can only crack one knuckle.
Yeah, watch. I can't do any of the others.
That is so strange.
That's it.
Do you know which knuckle it is?
Yeah, it's this one.
And you can only do it on that one hand?
Yeah.
Fuck me. Weird.
It's weird, isn't it?
I'm really conscious of how much I'm swearing now.
Yeah.
Now that we've said it. I'm not going to swear the rest of the episode.
Okay.
Okay. So...
Let's see how long that fucking lasts.
Yeah, I can't do it all the time, but you'll have seen me if you've been watching these, because you can watch them on Spotify. That I do.
Maybe YouTube.
And maybe YouTube. I do. I sit there and I sort of crack my knuckles, I crack my wrists. There you go. I just do. I don't know why.
But the mic
but
is not really picking
you're probably
that
not going
up.
to hear it, but you
Yeah.
might see me doing it. I don't
Some
know if it's a
people don't
nervous
like
thing for me.
clicking.
Well, that's the
Do they?
thing. Not until someone said to me, "Don't do that." They
Can you
like
click your back? Yeah, they recoil.
they
That's what we're
really
saying, yeah.
do, didn't they?
Can you click your back or no?
Yeah, but only if so first thing in the morning. I don't know what
Me,
you do.
same.
Yeah, I don't know if you do the
I do
that.
this. I put my elbow.
Yeah.
I'm moving away
Oh,
from the
sorry,
mic.
right.
You can't
So,
hear
so
me, but
you do it and I'll tell him.
elbow. Right. Okay.
So Ben is putting his elbow to his opposite knee.
Let's see if it can work.
And the next one. Oh,
That's quiet for me. That's a quiet click.
It's-
I'll boost that audio as
yeah,
well.
boost
People are
it.
like that.
It's weird that it's in one place. If I do the turny, I do like a.
yeah.
I get a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like clockwork.
But you've got a one snapper in there.
Yeah. Oh no, it can go.
Oh, you can do that as well.
But like that was just a midday one.
My neck is bad as well. There you go. There you go.
Oh my god, when you have your mouth open and you do that, it
Yeah.
sounds so good, doesn't it? You can go like, oh, I can't do that side. I can do the
I'm
other
waiting for the day that I go like that and I go,
And it goes.
snap my
I
own
was
neck.
literally just about to say that. I was like, I did that at work one time. Someone went, "Don't do that. That causes early strokes." You are chatting shit,
Mate, who knows? I'm not a doctor. I don't know. All I know is that I can feel tension in my neck, and I have to
let
go.
me get rid of it. Let me get rid of it, bro.
Mad, isn't it?
Some people say that like it's going to give you arthritis.
Arthritis.
Yeah, arthritis. Some people say that, don't they?
Did you? Is that an
Arthritis. It's 3 words.
espresso, is
Yes,
it?
espresso. Arthritis.
Arthritis.
ATHD.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Some other ones that are quite obvious. I don't like. I don't know if you can really class it as a pet peeve, but why is there so much dog shit everywhere? If you have a dog,
It's not where I thought that was.
if you
This is a pet peeve of mine. I really hate. Like, why is there so much dog shit? Like,
if you have a dog and you take him for a walk and he shits and you don't pick it up,
you are an awful human being.
I seriously hope one day this will happen, that you fall over in the street and you land in dog shit. I hope
mouth open.
I hope your mouth is open, and I hope old cold dog shit hits the back of your throat.
the one that's like white.
Why, man?
White dog poo in your mouth.
I have 2 dogs. I have never, ever, ever, I promise to you, on my life.
Just like one time.
Look,
Like in a field or something.
Once or twice when it's dark. No, I've never, ever, ever not picked up after my dog. I don't understand how that would be your mentality. You know your dog's going to shit. It's... You're as a dog owner, your job is to give them the very best life that there is. Just pick up their poo. It's mad. It's mad to me. Why is there so much dog shit everywhere? How can all these people just look at it and go, "That's all right"?
I think my thing in general is litter.
You litter.
Why don't throw stuff on the floor? Don't.
Yeah.
You
How
when you
old
go
are
out,
we?
when you go
How old are
out.
we?
Did you drive here today?
Yeah.
When you go out,
Yeah.
you look. As you come out the front door and you look like to the left a bit, and you've got that brick wall.
Yep.
Yeah. Look along
Brick by
there.
brick.
Someone has clearly had. Someone has clearly had like one of those clear bags, like recycling bags, and they've had like cans in it.
Okay.
The clear bags are obviously a bit split.
Right.
And there is just cans of... Someone really likes Monster Energy. I'm telling you, look at that when you go out. It's been there for like weeks, to the point where yesterday my mum came to visit. And she goes, "What's all these cans out in?" I felt embarrassed. It's not even my cans.
I know. That's the
I was
worst.
like, what a shithole. Pick it up. It's not hard, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you've left your bag out and like we get it here, there's lots of foxes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is your responsibility though.
Yeah.
Like it's not
But
not
you put the bag outside. Just
it's
clear
not
it up.
ideal. Just pick it up.
There's a bin
Yeah.
shed. Put it in the bin
man.
shed.
I
man.
know.
Like, what are you doing?
Opposite mine, there's a like little play area, and that's actually an area where I would walk my dogs early. And there's been a couple of times where I've walked the dogs down there, and there must be like teens or something that have just hung out there all night. There's fucking Elf bar wrappers.
That's literally what is
Everywhere.
out there, yeah.
There's fish and chip wrappers fucking everywhere.
Yep. McDonald's.
On 2 occasions, I have picked it up myself.
Yep.
Because this is where I live.
Yeah.
There's bins either side of this play area. I want to be proud of where I live.
Yeah.
Just use the fucking bin. Now
It's not hard, is it?
I get it.
It's
These
not
are
hard.
kids.
It's
They're
hard.
not bothered. They don't care. They're out with their mates, like whatever. But it's just.
Yeah, but you can't use that excuse. Oh, it's just kids. Teach your kids better, man.
I know, man.
Like,
It's mad.
when I was young, if my grandparents or my parents ever caught me dropping litter, I'd get a bollocking, mate.
Well, mate, they ripped your foreskin off. I'm going to bring it up
Every
podcast.
episode. Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, it's not even about like, oh, I should pick that up because I shouldn't litter.
Yeah.
Pick it up because you don't want other people seeing your shit on the floor.
Yeah. Listen. It's frustrating. Litter is everywhere. It's not good.
Chewing gum.
I was going to bring that up as...
Don't spit that on the floor, man. There's bins literally everywhere. The wrapper that you got the gum out of, rip a bit off, put it in that, man. Get a bit of tissue. It's not...
this episode has made you so upset. I love it. Seeing a different side to you. But chewing gum, I love chewing gum. But when I'm talking to someone, I would never ever sit there.
Yeah.
I would never ever do that. For me, it's like... I don't know, it might be like an anxious thing, it might be whatever, but I want to chew gum, but I want to do it discreetly. It's for me, it's not for anybody else.
I get quite paranoid that my breath smells. So
really?
I'll chew gum and then I'll take it out. Like I'll chew a little bit of gum before I'm doing something and then take it out when I'm doing the thing, like if I'm doing a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
However, one thing that does get me, and we might have to end after this because I'm going to be so angry talking about it.
Oh my God.
Is if you invade my personal space and you've just had a fucking coffee.
Mate, I'm... yeah, sorry, finish your thought.
Get out of my personal space, for one.
Yeah.
Tic Tac, bro. You never had a Tic Tac? Whoa, why do you think they invented Polos, Tic Tacs, Mentos, Tree Ball?
Yeah.
You know those super strong...
I love Tree Ball mints.
Yeah, but you know the really strong ones you take and go...
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Take the hint. If I give you one of them...
If I give you one...
You don't see me having one of them unless my breath smells.
Yeah.
If I give you one of them, that mean your breath smell.
Yeah. As I've already said it so many times, but I'm a keen coffee drinker.
Wound up.
No, I do it like often. I'll have mints on my desk. I'll apologise if I've had to go over to someone's computer.
You're aware.
I'll say, I'm so
You're aware.
I might have coffee breath. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But I'll go and there's mints in my desk for that exact reason. There's chewing gum in my car for that exact reason. I can't imagine not doing it. But as I say, it's a almost a courtesy thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only other pet peeves that I had, man, are ones that I've only sort of acknowledged from living with Chloe for so long, and then things that she says about me, and things that about her.
Okay,
right?
come on then.
So I don't know if I'm probably really gross. I'm really disgusting, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Beard hair.
No.
I see you pointing at your beard.
Yeah, no, sorry. I have that kind of mouth, right?
What that mouth do, mate?
I have that kind of mouth. I get stuff stuck in my teeth every fucking meal.
Right.
All the live long day.
How is that a pet peeve? That's not your fault.
No. Yeah, I'm with you.
But
yes,
as a friend, if you had a bogey, if you had a hair, if you had something in your teeth, if your breath stunk, if you smelt of BO, if there was something wrong with you, where I thought they'd want to know, if I was that person, I'd want to know. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because I live in my head going, if someone would tell me.
Yeah.
Please.
When you're sat with someone eating food and they've got a little bit on their chin.
Yeah. I tell people straight away. I go like that. I go,
exactly.
You got something around your mouth. And then they go, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. It's like, it's not. It's more embarrassing if I don't tell you and then you look in the mirror about half an hour later and it's dried and it's got all crusty and it's fucking...
still there.
Yes.
And it's grown. It's all fucking... you know.
And when people say like, you can laugh it off, man. Just use the classic. I was saving that for later.
Yeah.
That's fine, man.
It's not embarrassing for me to bring it up. I'm trying to be thoughtful. I'm trying to be whatever. Like, oh, you've got something right there. Like, I'm trying to be nice. I'd rather tell you about it. But that's the thing. I will seem to always have something in my teeth, and I have been known kind of grossly at the table to try and like
pick it out.
Yeah.
What's gross about that?
Well, it's not very nice. I guess it's not very like I should maybe take myself to the bathroom where I can see a mirror and I can toothpick it out. But I have been at times
maybe
like
that's
trying.
Maybe that's
not very nice. I guess.
Maybe that's why I'm single, is because if
you
I
wouldn't even thought about it.
No, I would just go, have I got something in my teeth? And then I'd ask my partner to get it out. I'd be like, can you get it out, honey?
That is true.
I'd ask you.
You've got wonderful teeth, actually, now that I've had a look. Well done, mate.
Thanks,
good for you.
Mate. Do you brush yours twice a day?
I try and brush mine 3 times a day now.
3 times?
Yeah.
What, like morning,
when
midday?
I get home from work.
And then bedtime?
Yeah.
I might join you on that.
It's one of those things where if I'm... I don't know if this is a bit weird. So I get home from work... It's part of my undressing thing. So I take my work clothes
routine.
off. I brush my teeth. If I'm going to the gym, I'll put my gym clothes on immediately. Like, it's just a routine-y thing. Yeah. I tell you the one thing that I never did until this year, floss.
I don't floss.
You know the little pick floss things you get now, where they've got like a wee arm and then they've got a wee head, right? And then it's so not like actual floss string.
Oh,
you know, like
just a pick.
Yeah, it's like a pick,
Toothpick.
I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. It's like that, shit like that, right? And then a wee bit of twine or whatever it is.
Oh,
and you can just
yeah,
like that.
I've seen that.
They fucking work, bro.
Yeah,
they fucking work.
I have used it before.
Oh,
but
I said I wouldn't swear.
Idiot.
Bellend. Sorry.
but my teeth are quite
next
compact.
pod, I promise. Sorry,
my
mate.
teeth are quite compact, so I try and floss, and I feel like, oh no, I don't
I
like
have
it.
grouping. The bottom like
Groupon.
Yeah, Groupon. Yeah, great discount. I've got these. My teeth sort of like a proper cuddly is the way I like to describe it.
Yeah.
Kissy cuddly, and it feels strange, but you can do it.
You got fillings?
No
fillings.
Nope.
I got 2 fillings.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You got a sweet tooth?
I
I don't really know what gives you feelings, if I'm honest, mate.
I don't know.
Hole in your tooth.
It's
Is
just,
that what that is?
Yeah, they're only small ones.
Yeah, and you've got to put
You
like
can
a wee. No, I can't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, right at the back. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Only
They
at the
can't
back
see that.
ones.
Yeah.
Well, they can't see it.
They
for
can't
sure.
see
No.
shit.
I'm not showing them the inside of my mouth.
Or you can if you
What
go
my
on
mouth do.
Spotify.
Or YouTube.
Or YouTube.
Oh, that's going to be my new line. Go on Spotify. Or YouTube.
Anyway. Yeah. Is that it?
I think so.
I think we've done it.
The thing is this is another pet peeve.
Yeah.
It's a new one.
Okay.
If these episodes go on for more than bloody an hour and 15 minutes,
Yeah.
I have to sit there and bloody edit it, man.
I know.
I'll watch
sorry,
it.
mate. I'm
No,
sorry.
don't be sorry. I'm not saying this on you. It's just I do think that when I hear the hour thing going off, I'm like, oh my god.
I know.
Because I could easily go on for 3 hours about pet peeves now that you set me off.
I think that's the thing. It goes so quick. Yeah. But we can always revisit this. I want to hear from these people. I want to hear
you, and you.
I want to know what your pet peeves are. I want to know where you discovered that you hated this about something in the real world, in the universe.
Or if you know us in real life, what do you think the pet peeves that we've missed out are?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That would be
or what do you think is a pet peeve about us?
Yeah, that
like if you've been watching, because we're on 9 episodes
that
now.
could make me cry.
I don't care. Tell me.
Yeah, just tell me. Yeah.
Self-improvement, or I don't know what they say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change. If anything, I might do it more.
Yeah. I've enjoyed the chat though, because it's interesting. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I think human nature is a weird thing. I think we're aware of some things, not aware of other things, and the things that we do and the way that we behave affects people around us.
Yeah.
So learning little intricacies about each other is interesting. Pointing them out is funny. I'm not trying to be mean-spirited with anything that I've said. If you suffer from anything that I've mentioned, but
all right. Can we end on one thing?
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, hit me.
Can you name one thing about? Can we name one thing about each other? Yeah, that we notice, that is like subconscious to the other person. Because I can name one thing about you that you do subconsciously or say subconsciously a lot, but I don't know if you're aware that you say it a lot.
It's going to be something like, in reality. Is it literally
Is
that?
it? So
That's
Manny,
so
all the
funny.
time, you can count. We should do a counter. Someone go back on the episodes and
Fuck's
count.
sake.
He goes, well, the reality is.
Yeah, the
And then you
reality
lick your
is-
lips. You go, well, the reality is.
Oh, that's so funny.
But that is part of you, man. And I
Yeah.
love, do you know what? Throughout everyone, you know, when people say, you know, oh, I don't like it when someone does this, I don't like it when someone does that. Bro, you could do the worst thing. You could do something that I find a pet peeve. I'd still fucking love you, man.
Mate, we do really well, I think, you and
Yeah.
I. But you know what's funny about me doing that is when I'm saying in reality, it's because I'm so up here
Yeah.
all the time. I'm thinking of all the hypotheticals, the what if scenarios. So for
You're
me,
drawing it back.
when exactly that, when I've made it too complicated in my mind, I'm thinking about everything and I go, I guess the reality is this.
You're bringing it home.
In real world terms,
Yeah.
we're talking about this. I mean, for you, dude, I really don't know. Can I just say something that I thought might have been brought up and it hasn't been? People that are late.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Ben, do you want to talk about how prompt you are?
Anyway, guys, it's been a great episode. I'm always on time, never late. You will never find me being late to anything ever because I arrive exactly when I plan to arrive. And
on that note, yeah,
you've been Manny.
Yeah.
I've been Ben.
You've been Ben.
I think.
Yeah.
You've been foreskin. I've been no foreskin. Have a great rest of your week, whatever you're doing, your morning, night, day, I don't care. Just listen to this, share it with your friends. Spotify, go on, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We're going to do more clips. If you think there's a clippable moment from this, send it us.
Fuck yeah.
We'll turn it into a nice little clip, and we might not pay you any of the revenue that we don't make from these videos. I don't know where I'm going with this. Love you lots. Kisses.
Sour cherries. Awesome.
Pet peeve of mine is when someone says,
I know we won't stop.
No, that when someone says that someone when you take someone's knickers off and they've got a hairy